I don't protect the sun. I don't believe for a moment that Ra needs my protection. If a god can outlive a universe, rise from the none, and create a new order by will alone, then whether I defend him in a conversation makes very little difference to the outcome of anything. The sun does not survive by argument, it rises. A lot of spiritual and magical ideology falls apart right here, because once you have actually worked with Ra, not as an idea, not as a belief, but experimentally, clairvoyantly, directly, the journey is so overwhelming, so exact, that the idea I need to protect people from Ra or Ra from comments becomes quietly ridiculous. The encounter regulates itself. The 20th century made secrecy into a virtue. It was never that. It was defensive. It was about survival in hostile systems, religious, legal, cultural. It made sense then. But today, insisting that magic must remain overtly esoteric often just means deciding who gets access and who doesn't. And that, to me, is far closer to elitism than openness ever was. I don't have a problem with teaching. I don't have a problem with sharing. Abusive teachers don't come from teaching, they come from control. They would find a way to dominate, with or without a classroom. So I choose something simpler. If I make something public, I share it. If I'm not ready to share, it remains private. Not hidden, not guarded, just unfinished. Timing is not secrecy. I work with fiction because fiction is the only container broad enough to hold real experience without collapsing into ideology. If someone dilutes my work, projects onto it, misuses it, that doesn't threaten anything. I'm not defending a system. I'm saying it's here. Use it as you will. Take responsibility for your own magic. This is why I don't care what others believe or whether they confirm anything I say. I know people have things that can teach me if I choose to engage, but no one else holds a complete epistemology or ontology that I need to adopt over my own experience and my own connection to spirit. Experience doesn't require permission. And here's the irony. Declarative language persuades far more deeply than language that tries to persuade, because it doesn't negotiate, it doesn't defend, it doesn't ask. It simply states, the sun does not convince the earth to turn. It does not argue for dawn. It rises. So this is where I share my work from, not as doctrine, not as belief, not as protection, as an offering in full daylight. Stand in it or don't. The sun will rise.